You have tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go. Are you ready? What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combined. You have the thinking class, and we are live today. Good to see everybody here. Good to see everybody. Shout out to everyone that's listening. Live. We are live and direct. Today, we're going to be talking. I'm going to cut this off because it's going to go to loop. But shout out, we're going to be talking about why 2024-25 is going to be a year of transformation. Transformation. Are you ready? How was you guys? Christmas was going on, Self University. Salute to everyone. Salute, salute, salute. Man, I'm so excited about today, about what we're going to share. Let me sit up a little bit on this chair. I should have changed my lights. See how they're working. I got to get another light set up. But shout out to everyone. But today we're going to talk about some serious game today on transformation. I talked about it on Saturday. I popped up and did a video, went live on Saturday. What's going on, Chris, in the chat? What's going on? Salute to everybody. How was you guys' Christmas? If you celebrated Christmas, let me know in the chat room how you guys enjoyed your Christmas. We're next week, this time, next Thursday, will be a new year. So I hope you're ready for your new year. And why we are not talking about and will not go down the rabbit hole of setting New Year's, what's going on, Wade? Setting New Year's resolutions. No New Year's resolutions. Uh-oh. LGA, you starting already? No New Year's resolutions. Forget it. Scrap it. Get rid of it. No New Year's resolutions. If you come here for New Year's resolutions, this ain't the place for you. No New Year's resolutions. Most people who set New Year, let me say it, I'm gonna take my gloves off. Most people who set New Year's resolutions, guess what happened? Within a month, they end up going back to their old ways. Wait till January 1st or January 2nd and watch the gym. The gym's going to be full of people who set their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to change. I'm going to eat right. No, we're not celebrating no New Year's resolutions. But I do have a solution for you. So no New Year's resolutions over here. What's going on to the people in the chat? Let me give some love to the people in the chat. Self University, what's going on? Chris in the chat, what's going on? Wade, definitely, what's going on, Wade? And to those who are listening in the clouds, who are listening, I will be those who have a wrench. Next year, I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to say it again, we're going to have you guys teach up here on the thinking class. It's better to share. Sharing is caring. What's going on, RJ? Good to see you, man. Happy holidays. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to bring people who've been listening to the thinking class for a long time. Tony, what's going on? My dude, everybody's here. What's going on? If you've been part of the thinking class for a long time, your opportunities come. I want you to be a part of what we're going to do next year. And what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 30 minutes. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm going to give you 30 minutes and I want you to teach inside of one of the events that we're going to do on one of the virtual events we're going to do. So if you've been listening to the thinking class for a minute, I know who you are. Your opportunity. You say, well, I don't know what I'm going to say. If you listen to anything I've shared or anyone else within the parameters of what we talk about here, I want you to come up and you're going to have 30 minutes to teach in our virtual event. That's something I've been thinking about. It is actually up there. I want you to teach in one of our virtual events. You have 30 minutes to share on a particular subject about what we're talking about. So I want you to be my special guest and teach. But today we're talking about why 2025 was going to be a year of transformation. Yeah, that's going to be solid. So RJ, definitely, man, you've been around for a minute. Tony, Wade, you guys been around for a minute. You guys can give you 30 minutes. We're going to do like a Saturday, because I know most people are off Saturdays. We're going to do a Saturday virtual event, and I'm going to turn the mic over to you to actually share on a particular subject that I'm going to give you. So look forward to that virtual event coming up in 2025. But today we're talking about why 2025 is going to be a year of transformation. Why we are not looking for New Year's resolutions. If you're looking for New Year's resolutions, you're in the wrong place. This is not the place. But transformation comes not from information. Let me emphasize that again. Transformation does not come from more information. I've said this at Saturday, but I'm going to emphasize it right here. You can have all the information and all the game in the world. You can have all the information, and what happens is, what's going on? I want you to come up, Shalonda. Whoa, let me stop right here. Stop the show right here. I want everyone in here to put a heart. I can't do it, but put a heart symbol in the chat room for Shalonda right now. Everybody who's listening, RJ, Wade, everybody who's in the chat room, put a heart symbol in the chat room for Shalonda Mason. Everybody put a heart symbol in there. I want y'all to do that right now before we even go into what we need to talk about. Everyone put a heart symbol in for Shalonda. She lost her mother about a week or two ago. Thank you. I appreciate that. Put a heart symbol in there. She lost her mother, and there's nothing that can even describe someone losing their mother. She lost her mother, and I want to make sure we show her some love. I've been knowing her since we were kids, and so I want to make sure we show some love to her. She comes in and listen. I'm going to definitely have her teach 30 minutes next year in our virtual event. So I definitely want to make sure we send some love to Shalonda. So good. I thank you so much. I appreciate you guys doing that. Because you don't know when it's going to be you don't know when it's going to be your turn. So it's best to celebrate someone else who's going through that time. She lost her mother. And so it's very important that is one thing to be the thinking class, but we got to be the doing class. And when I found out the information like that, it's a perfect place to actually show some love to Shalonda. So shout out to her, but I'm definitely going to have her teach next year in the virtual event that we're going to do. She got some things she got to say. She got a book out, things like that. But now let's get to transformation. Transformation doesn't happen from information. You can have all the information in the world, and guess what's going to happen? You're never going to be transformed. That's why it's so crazy that so many people go online looking for information, more game. How do I get women? How do I get this money? How do I get this job? But it doesn't bring forth the transformation that they need in their lives. It doesn't bring forth the transformation that they need in their lives. Yes, I understand that we can say, we use a biblical term, faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. But what really changes, it takes action. Thank you. Implementation. Yes. It takes that. It takes you putting in the work. If you want transformation in 2025, you're going to have to not only put, so this is the thing. Let me say this first. It takes action, but it takes having the right identity of who you are. See, you can be doing something and don't believe in yourself. You can be, so what happens is a lot of times guys and people on here get a lot of game or they get a lot of information and they begin to do things, but the information hasn't got inside of them. Let me say that again. They can get a bunch of information, they begin to implement the information, and guess what happens? And they end up going back to their old ways. It's because they never changed who they were on the inside. They never changed their identity. When you change your identity, you change not only your actions, you change what you do. That's why that's why they say the game can't be on you, it got to be in you. Because when it's in you, it affects everything you do. It changes your identity. I gave the example about the gym. I gave the example last week about the gym. But when you change your identity, what do you mean change your identity, LDA? What that means, change how you see yourself. So going to 2025, you need to see yourself as a winner, as a person who's advancing, as a person who has money is never an issue. I've been teaching my sons since they were kids. It's easy to make money. Why? Because I want them to have that self-image that it's easy to make money, or it's easy to, if you're whatever it is you're doing. The problem is we don't believe in ourselves enough, and it affects our actions or us doing it. And I'm speaking to myself first. That's why you can have all the information in the world and be a doubting Thomas, or you can have all the information in the world and don't do nothing with it. I have a library of books. I think I have about 100 books. But if I read all the books and do nothing about it, guess what happens? I'm just a person who can quote things from the book, but have never changed on the inside. You have to change who you are, who you are. That's why the game does not work for a lot of people and a lot of guys, or a lot of people who want to get transformation, because they have not changed who they are on the inside. I see it every day. You can see on these internet streets with these YouTubians talking that the game sounds good, but on the inside is contradicting with everything that they're saying. Why? Because it hasn't got on the inside. It has not changed, transformed them on the inside. It has not become a part of the fabric of who they are. That's why the PIs can say, I'm cut from a different fabric. Why? Because they believe in themselves that they are cut from a different fabric and they don't think like everyone else. So the issue is not Not only just you're inactive, not being active doing it, but you have not changed who you are, how you see yourself. So I don't look at myself just as a regular YouTuber. No, I look at myself as a businessman who shared life principles to transform your life. It's a different, I come from a, then you come from a different place. So in 2024, 25, it's going about who, what identity are you believing about yourself? Who do you say you are? Let me go a little bit further, take it another layer down. What story are you saying about you? Oh man, I'll never get out this job. I'll never lose weight. Man, every time I lose weight, I gain it back. Man, every time I get money, it don't even, man, my money always be flying out my pockets. What story are you playing on the inside of you that's keeping you trapped in 2024? What story are you believing about yourself? Or what story did your parents tell you? What story did your environment tell you about you that's keeping you at a ceiling that's not allowing you to go further than where you at? What story are you rehearsing inside of you? Many times, what's stopping us is not God, it's not even the devil, it's not even anyone else. It is you and the story that you believe about yourself. Yesterday, I was sharing from the first book I ever wrote when I was 37, and it was quite interesting. The only one who's what said in there, the only one who's stopping you is only you. So, what story are you rehearsing? Uh-oh, what's going on, True Challenge? My dad used to say that he was so broke that he couldn't pay attention. Right there. Let's park our car right there. Let's put it in, take it out of neutral and put it in park. My dad, he's an authority, used to say that he was so broke that he couldn't pay attention. Now, think if a child is hearing that, it's going to affect it because it's coming from an authority figure over him. Second of all, he was so broke that anytime, even if he got money, it was going to leave him. The next part of it, he couldn't pay attention. That means he couldn't get focused enough to give his attention on what it was needed, what that needed that was important. My dad, who is an authority, used to say that he was so broke. That means no matter how much, if he won the lottery, he'll lose it immediately because he's so broke that he couldn't pay attention. What? His attention was so scattered that he couldn't get focused. Do you see the stories that we play and the scripts that going in our minds that's stopping us from moving forward? You got to think, what did your parents say? It's hard to come up money. The money don't grow on trees. I'm gonna say this one. You got to work hard for money. Some of y'all heard that one. You got to go get a job. Who said you got to get a job to get money? Who said you got to work 9 to 5 to get money? Who's told you that story? In the words of my one of my mentors who I love to quote, who's tricked you? Who's bamboozled you? Who's lied to you? Then told you these stories that keep you in the hamster wheel of life, and you wondering why you're not transforming because you are believing a story that's not true. Let me offer you a new book. Write your own story of what you want to happen in 2025. Write your own book of what you want to happen in 2025. Stop living someone else's story. Stop living someone else's narrative of you. Get out, you become the main character in your book, in your life. If you want transformation, you're gonna change your identity, and you're gonna have to get rid of the old script or the old story that you've been entertaining. This is the reason why you can hear all the game in the world and it never works for you. Oh, let me say this since it just came popped up. This is the reason why some of you can't find the one you want to be with, or a girl or a young man or who's down with you, because the script that you have about women, or the script that you have, the story that you have about men. What story do you have about women? Oh man, they ain't nothing but gold diggers. They ain't nothing but 304s. Men ain't nothing but dogs. All they want to do is hump. All they want to do. What story are you entertaining in your life that's reflective on everything around you? Remember, we talked about the gospel of responsibility here. Your life is always mirroring around you what you believe and what story you're entertaining. Why are you constantly getting certain type of women or certain type of men that show up in your life, or people that show up in your life? It's because of the story that you have about life. Ain't nobody like me. I'm always the last one to get it. Life ain't even fair. It's the white man holding me down. It's the black man holding me down. It's the government holding me down. What story are you believing in 2024 that you should not take in 2025? Mm-hmm. The world is a stage and you're the main character. Please, somebody, please. Right there. What story? What story are you entertaining that you're digesting? And you ain't the main character. You've been playing the stage hand in your own life's story. Let me say that again. You've been playing the person who put up the props, and you don't realize that you are the main character in your life. That is the beauty that God did in Genesis. He gave you the blueprint, and he says, what? In the beginning, and he began to speak. You are the main character in your life. Stop being the prop person. Stop being the pyrotech. Stop being the person, the leading actor, or not the leading actor, but the I forgot what it's called. But you next to the lead. Stop being that in your life and start changing the story in your life about you. Some of y'all need to let go of some of your things that your parents taught you, that society taught you, even the school system taught you, that's not even serving you. You got to change your identity. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room. Put a number 2 in the chat room. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, put a number 2 in the chat room. If you're getting what I'm saying in today about your story, and you need to be the main character. What's going on, Nikki B? Supporting actor. Thank you. If you're picking up what I'm saying, too many times, thank you. I appreciate it. You're picking up what I'm putting down. You have to change the narrative around you. Oh, you got a question? I'm glad you asked. You change the narrative in the morning and night. You have to, I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to give my little secret what I do. I write down or in the morning, at night, I go to sleep as the new person I want to be. I go to sleep as the new person that I want to be. I begin to embody that this is me. I begin to say, you know what? I'm not looking to get this. I am this. Let me say that again. I'm not looking to get anything. I am that. When I was looking for another vehicle, what's going on, Edwin? When I was looking for another vehicle to switch from what I was driving to what I'm driving now, I had to go to sleep and wake up and see myself that I was driving that particular vehicle. You say, well, I was concerned about the price. I wasn't concerned about this. No, I had to become it. So to change your story for 2025 into transformation, you have to actually become what you're desiring. And then once you stop needing it, it will show up. I'm giving away some free stuff. I'm giving some free game. What have you become so far in 2024? What do you want to become in 2025? What stage are you ready to set for yourself? There's no one going to push you into transformation but you. And how do you, I'm going to tell you how you get your transformation. Let me go back to this comment. The true challenge proof said, you get your transformation by paying attention. By what? Paying attention. The moment you pay attention and you begin to focus, guess what happens? You begin to implement. Life happens at the speed of light. I can remember, and I always share this story, when I was constantly on the bus, catching the health line, catching this one, catching this bus, and I didn't have a vehicle. And I was riding down the ride. I remember somebody gave me a ride down 55th. And I seen these guys that set up a little car lot. And I seen, what was it? I can't remember what it was. But I seen the car. What's going on? These nuts, what's going on? And I seen this car I want. Now, mind you, I've been catching the bus. I just got me a little job. I was doing security. I was like, security. And I stacked some money up. And I remember I said, I'm going to get this car. But I had to figure out a way to go down there and get the car, pay for it, change the titles and all that. Guess what happened? I began to think about it. I said, no, you know what? I got this. I ended up getting that little car. I cannot remember what kind of car it was, but it was gold. I ended up getting that car and I rode that car. The matter of fact, it was an older car that the windows you got to manually push down and it didn't work all the way. And I was like, man, but I was so happy to be rolling. I can go to the lake, I can go to the mall, I can go different places. But my point is, I had to let me give you the steps. I had to transform, I had to begin to tell a different story, that I'm no longer a guy who catches the bus. I am a man who has a car, a vehicle. That had to change. Once that changed, I had to be a man that has insurance and who can pay the gas for this vehicle. That had to change. So if I still had the mindset of a person who had a bus rider mentality, guess what would have happened? I would have lost a car. I'm saying that to see, so you can see the transformation that took place. I had to change the narrative of who I was in order to experience something different. I had to change the narrative of who I was so that I can experience something different. In 2025, if you want to experience something different, you have to change the narrative of who you are. Let me say this because I see somebody in the chat room. I don't literally see them, but I can see on the Never Plane. Let me say this. There's someone in the chat room who's thinking too low about what they can accomplish and what they can do in 2025. Your sites that you're at, the sites that you want to accomplish in 2025 are actually too low. You need to stretch your mind, your expectations, and your who you are, because if you were to do that, you'll come at the end of 2025 and say, wow, I cannot believe I accomplished all of that in 2025. You need to set your sights on something that almost scares you to believe for and become that and accomplish that. Your sights are too low. While you can think you can do two things, you should be doing five things. While you think you should be visiting two cities, you need to be visiting 6 cities. While you think you should be having one business, you should be making, say, $200. You should be making $5,000 in one day. You need to stretch yourself and believe for something bigger in 2025. If you can stretch yourself and believe for something bigger, you will come to the end of 2025 and say, wow, wow, this stuff really works. You're thinking, my point in saying all this, you're thinking too small. You're thinking like an ant, and you should be thinking like a giant. You're settling for crumbs where you should be settling, when you should be sitting at the table. Get the likes up. What's going on, Alfie? Shout out to Alfie, my brother from another mother. Shout out to him. You should be thinking. Matter of fact, let me highlight Alfie. We made a challenge almost 4 years ago. And I'm gonna tell you, because this, and he probably come up here and tell it himself too, but if he's available, but come up here and tell this part of it. We had a challenge. We were all in a group that Alfie made. Let me try to hit this link. And the challenge was for us to write books. Alfie heard the challenge, and what he did was he not only wrote one book, he wrote about, I think he's up to 60. He should be coming close. He should be headed towards 100 books. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Why are you setting for crumbs of what you can do? Oh, you remember? Oh, right. You see, 4 years ago, I remember y'all going in at it, holding each other accountable. Yup. He wrote he didn't go for one book. He went for, I think he should be up to 50, 60 books. But well, he can tell his story. He's better. Let me bring him on stage. He's going, Alpha Kingdom, my brother. Here you go.
Hey, bro, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Tell them the challenge, man, because only you can tell it.
It's funny you talking about books, because I'm actually making some videos for my book channel I started. That's what I'm on right now. So
wow.
Yeah. So on this channel that I'm on right now, that I was just doing, so I got about 10 uploads on there. I got my first 1,000 subscribers, and so I'm a just be uploading. You know, it's kind of cool because I'm just gonna upload my own content. So all the books that I'm reading are my books. I don't have to think about it. I just read, and that's my video. I don't have to think of no clickbait topics. This is the book. You cats want to buy it, buy it. You don't want to buy it, well then you can get the preview on Alpha Kingdom Books. so I'm gonna be reading the shorts are gonna be like, for me be reading like the passages and shit, and then uploads and stuff. I'm gonna be reading my chapters and stuff. And then it's practice for me to do my own audio books. You know what I mean? So I'm multi-purpose in everything. And we sure did make that promise. And
tell them when we made that promise, you started one book, and then tell them how many books you have now.
Right now I have 107 books.
Whoa. Y'all need to write 107 in the chat room. 107 books.
Yeah, because I got 100 already, and then I already got a couple that's because I had to have a self-talk with myself, because just doing YouTube is cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike shut up. I don't dislike doing YouTube, but it's like sometimes your passion comes later. So the passion I have for writing is like, in contrast to YouTube, I say about 80% I like to write and 20% I like to do YouTube. So it just kind of took over. So initially I just wanted to write 3 books. I wanted to write a book for man, a book for woman, and tell a story, and that's it. So the benefits of doing content is it's easy for me to write books, because, like, for instance, I can talk. There's plenty of times I talk to Lawrence, and then we'll just be having a casual conversation, and then something to come up, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I need to put that. I need to make a chapter about that." But I wouldn't have had that idea if I was just sitting in my room watching TV. So when you do a podcast and you interview people, it's unlimited ideas, because it just keeps going and never stops. So yeah, it's just kind of cool. So it's like just like and I want to appreciate you guys who like fuck with me too, because not only have I did that, I've stepped out of my boundaries. Like, I wrote the Pills and Podcast book that did very well, which I didn't suspect that too. It was just a project that I just wanted to do just to fulfill myself, because it wasn't about no dating and shit. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be a sleeper. People fucked with it. How to write a book in 10 days or less. People fuck with it. I wrote a fashion book about, it's called The History of Style, where basically I went down from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And then if like y'all should check it out. It looks like a magazine, and it got like the full color pictures of each decade and how it influenced me and stuff like that. It looked like a magazine. That type shit. Right now, I'm working on a book. It's called Earth, Where Life Happens. So
Mhm.
basically, I got a book called Cool Kid, where it's Cool Kid Adventures in Vegas. So Cool Kid is like Barney, where you remember how Barney was like, he came around and everybody got up on his dick and shit and like, yeah, what you gonna show us? So that's Cool Kid. So he ended up dying, so he's a kid. So in that
Right.
first book, he showed him Vegas, because there's a lot of different shit to do, shit to food, different things. So it introduces the kid to concepts of travel and concepts of mentorship, seeds early. This is teacher shit. So this
Mhm.
new one, Where Life Happens, is kind of like I'm a travel agent, and I'm introducing people to Earth, as if, how like in the States, where like you live in Cali, y'all live in Cleveland, whatever. So it's just
Yeah.
like Earth is kind of like an open place. Like people are from different planets. So I'm selling people on Earth. Like, this is why you need to come to Earth. These are the top countries. Colombia. These are the places that people like. Asia, Thailand. And then I got the facts in there, like this many population, this many languages. So now I'm at the point where I ain't gotta fucking like talk about dating and shit. I can just talk about the shit that I love, man. So you
Come
know,
on. This see, now this is the thing. When we made that commitment, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and to
yeah,
see that you took it and you did like a sprinter and just began to push out books. You encouraged Red Pill to push out a book. You encouraged me to push out a book. And guess what? Let me say this, and I can say it. Some people who heard it did not bite at the opportunity, that the challenge that was out there.
yeah.
They didn't do it.
And I wouldn't even challenge myself to it, because I wouldn't. You don't. So once I start like publishing books and I got to like 10, then I was like, all right, well, I looked up to Donald Goins in Iceberg Slim. So Donald Goins got about 18 titles, and then Iceberg got about 12 titles. So that's 30. So I said it'd be cool if I can like top them combined. I mean, shit, bro. So it's like the people who I looked up to, which you should look up to people and use them as a guide to measure your success. And
Mhm.
remember, success isn't always money either. You know what I'm saying? So shit. So the two greatest authors that I like that inspired me, I didn't pass their catalog 2 or 3 times over. So like, if I pass away, man, my kids can live through my books and learn things without me being here. On top of that, they can look at my YouTube and see my personality, see me interact with other men, and see how I conduct myself, see how I interact with women in real time. So
Yeah,
you
that
guys
right.
gotta think about that. It's not always about going viral and quitting your job and shit. You know, doing content can be fulfilling in many other ways.
Wow. Wow. Man, that right. You said that mouthful right there. That's so true. I think, and that's the thing with 107 books and the amount of videos that you have up, you have left a legacy in the earth that they would know 100 years from now, Alpha Kingdom was here.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like before, like my first 5 books, they all went #1. And so to me, I said, okay, you know what? I know how to do that. But I got to a point where I stopped caring about that because it's like I can't put these books out one at a time and try to promote each one for 6 months. Buy it, buy it, buy it. I got too many fucking ideas, bro. I need to move on to the next shit. So now I just like promoting my library as a whole instead of just being like, get this new one for like 6 months and shit. And like I ain't got time for that because the ideas in my head will drive me crazy. Like I don't know, it's weird. I get obsessed, and then it's like these ideas will bother me all day until I write them down.
See, that's powerful. That's what I'm talking about in 2025. How it's important that some people are thinking too small. And here you are, they're trying to get one book out. And here you even popped up 107 books.
So like, in the best tip about writing too is if put it like this: if I didn't have Google Docs app on my phone, I probably would only have 30 books because a lot of people they look at writing as like old school writing, like you got to sit down at the laptop and the computer and wait till you get home and then write your ideas down. Like, no, I'm in the bathroom, like, oh shit, ta 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 ta. I'll fix it later. You know what I'm saying? Idea, pow, 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 pow. Just the way y'all went out, the way you whip out Instagram to look at ass, I'm whipping out Google Docs and just writing my idea down. And then when I sit down, instead of sitting down thinking, "Ooh, what the fuck I'm gonna write," all I gotta do is plug and play my ideas of notes that I didn't put in all day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. That's true. So you change your focus from say lower nature in order to reach your higher nature of what the purpose that was inside of you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, honestly, I don't mean to sound like Tony Robbins or nothing, bro. But seriously, like, I literally think that I was born to be an author. Because some people don't. You don't always know what you want to do when you're born and shit, or just because your mom and daddy tell you. Sometimes your shit comes at 30, at 40, at 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lawrence is in his 50s and he's living a whole different life. And now, for whatever reason, maybe you and your girl can go to a fashion show and you may get the right compliment by the right person. Now you're a fashion fucking guy and shit. But that wasn't on your plan at all.
Now, listen, look what you just said. Now, you don't know this. Yesterday, one of the reels that she made got picked up by Cleveland, and they reposted it.
See? And then that just the trajectory just changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, completely. And that's I got you here because you know me. This is one of the brothers we talk behind the scenes. Please tell them the importance of having the right woman in your life.
Good one. Oh man, like,
woo!
I tell you this, bro. Like, my girl is cool, bro. She beats fucking with like 10 of these raggady's. See, the thing is this, bro. Like, and this is some older wisdom that I'm giving y'all. So if you're young, it may not hit you right now, but it may hit you later. Like, you think you know what you want because you know what you like to look at. I'm gonna say that again. You think you know what you want because you know what you like to look at, but you don't know what you need until you experience life and shit. Then you figure, oh, okay, now life showed me this. I need this type of person. I need that type of person, man, because you're all wrapped up in what something looks. And I'm not to say date ugly. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is you gotta look at qualities and attributes over cute. You know what I'm saying? Because you can come across the baddest woman that you ever seen in your life, and she can be the biggest headache of your life too. Baby, I need this. Oh, we didn't go out to dinner in 3 days. Da, 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 da. And then so when you got the right woman, bro, like, she will consider your dreams her dreams.
Whoa. Say that again. I think that might have went on some people's head. Say
When
that
you
again.
got the right woman, she will consider your dreams her dreams. So think about the level of cooperation that you get when she not worried about this other girl. She's worried about where you're at is and what you're trying to do. And she takes pride in being your assistant. See, the thing is you niggas learn this shit wrong. You think you got to be tough and super authoritative, and these are my rules and all this bullshit, bro. The woman gotta like you to care about your fucking rules. Y'all niggas watch too much of this YouTube. Who gives a fuck? I need a submissive. I need to be served. Well, who the fuck are you, Avatar 101? She ain't gonna listen to you. She has to see the value in you to care about what you say. The same way, if you see a bum on the street, and if a bum on the street say he don't like your shirt, you ain't gonna say why. You gonna think, nigga, you a bum.
Mm-hmm.
But when the woman values you, see, women fantasize. You got to understand the fantasy of a woman's mind. So a woman will fantasize about your dreams because she knows that she's going to be a part of it, and she's going to invest to make sure that she's going to be a part of it, because she doesn't want to hear about it. She wants to be connected to it. That's what happens when you find the right woman. And let me change the rail. Fine. You never find the right woman. The right woman finds you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now we cooking. You will have to send me this. I'm gonna have to upload this one.
you cooking with grease, and it's hot.
You know,
You
she
say that
gonna
a part
find
of
you, bro. That's why
say
y'all.
that
That's
again.
why you looking, bro. You never find what you're looking for when you're looking for it, bro.
That's fire right there.
Never.
Woo.
You never do. And even if you think you find it, you just find it something to hold you over. Let me give you a real time example. You may be hungry and find some cup of noodles, but it's cup of noodles what you really want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See?
Boy, you cooking, man. You cooking.
Yeah.
That is so true. Because when you're looking for it, it's never what you want.
Nope.
It's like getting some French fries from McDonald's. It's good, but you really wanted a steak. You wanted a filet mignon,
Mm-hmm.
and
Real
that's
talk,
what's
man.
that
Real
man. You
talk.
that's
And
that.
I'm telling you this: when you get a good woman too, like you appreciate. Let me give y'all a secret. Social media will make you appreciate your woman better, bro. Because it's like some of these women I see on Instagram, they cool until they open their mouth, and
Woo,
I'd be like,
baby.
yo, oh,
No way.
like that pop the balloon shit. I'd be like, I'll pop your asses. I'll pop you so fast you wouldn't get a chance to tell me why you don't want to fuck with me. Yeah.
Facts.
I didn't pop that balloon before you even blew it, baby.
Right. You're not even qualified to be in my realm.
To tell me how tall I am and all of this shit. You got all types of weave, all types of whatever. And that's another thing, man.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Women, we don't want all the fake shit. That's the only thing that y'all doing with all of that fake ass, fake hair, fake nails, fake makeup is you're oppressing other women, because other women value that shit. Like, oh, she got the $500 makeup on. We don't know the difference. I don't know what the difference between purple couture and yellow blue. That's for you and your women. You're not pulling no dudes like that. Like, for real. So you making yourself up. You have to understand the difference. Shut up. You got to understand the difference between male validation versus a man validating you. So a man validating you is him honoring the things that you have, versus the other, they just want to hit it. Just because you got 100 guys in your inbox that want to hit it, do not think you special, because just like they want to hit you, they want to hit another 100.
That's right. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
right.
dudes do stuff like spam messages and shit too. I could go on Tinder and be like, "Oh, baby, I love your eyes." I just said that 73 times.
That's
You
fact.
thought she was special though when you seen it. See,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta learn to look at a man's action and quit flattering your fucking self just because you get this many likes and comments. These dudes they just want to bust you down.
That's all it's about. When can they do it and how fast?
Yeah, they just want to bust you down.
But it's something like you said, it's something about having the right woman in your life, how it changes Now it changes you, but it changes your trajectory. And like you said, you begin to appreciate her more because you're like, wait a minute, these chicks on Instagram, Facebook, and X and everywhere else, like, nah, dog, I can't deal with that.
Even the ones that people like. It's just like
Oh,
I be confused that how come these comments don't match how I feel.
right.
She didn't say shit like, yeah, if you want some of me, you got to hit the Cash App because I'm a boss bitch or something. Dudes be like, we're link it. What? Link it? What? Nigga, you heard what she said? Fool, she's basically saying you have no value. Pay me for attention. Fool,
Yeah,
what the fuck you talking about?
they don't get it. That's why I think we need to do a video on the right woman. That would be a good and
Yeah,
bring
just
good.
let me know. I'm off into the 6th, bro. So I'm
Oh,
chilling.
yeah, we got to do that because that right there will be a good conversation because where we're at right now, say 5 years ago,
Yeah.
completely different.
Man, I had all the hoes, bro. Like, seriously, man.
I raise my hand. I'm like,
laugh, bro.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty all the way.
Shit, bro.
Yeah,
You get tired of. I know it sounds funny and shit, but and then a combination with age too, because I'm in my mid-40s. Also, let me the disclaimer, so I know I sound slick. I'm an older cat, so I'm not just some 20-year-old cat. I'm an older cat. Having sex with random women throughout the week does get old. I promise. I know it sounds like a good time. It shit will get old. The shit gets old because, like, for me, it's like, let's say I don't want a relationship, right? So if I don't want a relationship, you know how tiresome it is to sit up in court women over and over again when all I know I want to do is hit, but I got to go on 2 or 3 days. Oh, you like this? Oh yeah. I love that movie. I just want to hit it, but I got to go through this whole fucking 3-stage process and shit just to hit it. You get into me and love me and shit. And then I got to be like, oh, I'm not ready. I don't want a relationship. And I didn't want it from the beginning. And now I got to go through, now I got to inhale to exhale her. You feel me?
Right. Why go through all that? Salute all my unique is in the building. So you unique, man. It's so true, man. It become tiresome, and it's something.
Let me add this real quick too, bro.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Unique. This now people may not like this. It might piss some people off, or people might say it's cap, but I don't really give a fuck. Okay, it's cool to keep it real with your woman, but y'all be making it seem like this is your God and shit. Like, yeah, so when you date women and you be like, oh, I don't want a relationship, I just want to have fun. So on the internet, they'll tell you that's how you got to set it up. Nigga, women don't care about what you say in the beginning before they start liking you versus when you start fucking them, taking them on dates, taking them out the country, cooking for them, rubbing their feet, coming around your dogs and shit like that. They don't care about the speech in the beginning and shit. So y'all got it twisted. Yo, yeah, you got to keep it 100 with your girl and tell them every fucking thing. Yeah, you can do that. But what I'm saying is she isn't going to honor the shit. Well, I know I love this nigga and I know I'm crazy for him, but he did say he wanted to be single, so let me back up. Yeah, fucking right, bro. When you doing the right shit, that is not happening. A woman is not, well, Lawrence did say, so I gotta hold my feelings in. No, they don't care, bro. They'll even be like, I don't care what I said. Yeah. That was the beginning, fool. You shouldn't have did all this, and that to me.
Right. That's true. And you got them emotionally invested, and you're trying to back out. Something we said, we were talking yesterday, and I said, somebody asked, well, I see you posting pictures and you must be in love. I said, no. You know what I said, Alfie? I said, I am so more in love with myself.
Facts. And that's the thing too. Yeah, see, when you love yourself for real, what happens is you can love your woman, but you can also love her to leave her.
Mm-hmm.
You can love her to leave her too, because even though you love this person, you know what's best for you. See, when you're loving her, then she's like, on your leash, you're on the leash and shit. Mm-hmm. You're on the leash, so then she's taking you wherever the fuck she wants to go.
No.
Emotionally and physically.
No. Mm-mm. That's why I've been told my girl, I said, you know what? I showed her the text. It was from another girl. I said, hey, she asked how, I see you post on the picture. I said, no, I told her I'm in love with myself, because when I love myself, to that degree, guess what? It's easier for me to love her.
Yeah.
I had no problem loving her.
And then you can love with a clear mind.
Oh my God. Come on.
You can love
Dude,
with a clear mind. Because when you loving with a foggy mind, what happens is your girlfriend becomes your mama, right? Because you look at her for guidance and comfort, right? And then so when she don't want to give you that, then that's when you go MGTOW and go through the how to do this and how to do that, because you weren't loving logically, you were loving emotionally as the woman was, because you weren't loving yourself first.
That's the key. And the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta love yourself first.
Yeah.
And it's, man, this is a unique put. This LDA and Alfie, my guys have lost the skill. Many guys have lost the skill of meeting women in environments that they frequent: salsa class, cooking class, language class. They look for women in the wrong place. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing. It's when you stop looking and start being who you are.
Yep.
Is the moment I stopped looking, it was like it was knocking at the door. I'm like, oh, what? Who are you? Who sent you?
And it ain't always gonna look like the package that you thought you was gonna get either.
Oh, whoa, Alfie.
That's why a lot of you cats still single, because you think you know what the package is gonna look like when you ordered it. Because you think this shit Amazon, fool. You don't get to pick the package and the shit just come how you want it, bro. God done blessed you niggas plenty of times, but you looking for the wrong package.
Because they're trying to go by what they see on Instagram and what they see on YouTube, or they see on Facebook, or what they think that the catalog looks, and it's not what they need. Dude,
bro, the finest women, for the most part, I'm not, obviously it's subjective, but I'm gonna say 8.5 out of 10, the finest women have the lowest qualities. Mm-hmm. Because that's the only quality that they ever needed, and then they grew up.
That's right. That's that, man.
Let me say that again. That's the only quality they needed, and then they grew up. You ain't dealing with nothing but grown-ass little girls, bro.
Mm-hmm. Because that's all they had to depend on. What was their looks instead of their character.
Yep. They just used to dudes want to be with them, so they don't have to do or learn anything.
And who wants that? Now you got to babysit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of guys don't realize, that they're babysitting and not really with a woman. Man, well, we definitely got to do it. We got to do a channel about when the right woman shows up, or however we're going to put it there. But that's powerful right there, because a lot of guys miss this. They only hear the red pill side, the black pill side, the MGTOW side. But what happens when you find the right one? What do you do next?
Yeah, I for sure wasn't looking. And the thing about it too is, see, this is how the universe works. So if I would have met my girl before my ex, my girl wouldn't be my girl. Did I lose y'all? So my ex, you know, the one with the luggage bag and all of that, popping up, she was so toxic and entitled that it makes me appreciate this softer one.
Whoa, right there.
So if I would have had the softer one first, I'd have probably just dragged her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd have been like, ain't no good women, see?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like when you're outside, so you can be in a house all day, right? Bored. I'm bored. I ain't got shit to do. I'm bored, right? And then you go outside to go find something to do, and you lock your keys in the house. You see how the value of the warm, cozy house just went up?
Yeah.
The same place you were just bored and miserable, but now you outside and it's cold and it's raining. Mm-hmm. Now you can't wait to get up in that warm, cozy house.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah, that, man, for sure. Yeah, and that's what it is. I think a lot of times, a lot of guys don't know. They don't know. Shout out to China White in the chat room. They don't know.
Back, China White. We cooking. Don't start from right now.
They don't know. Matter of fact, I mean, she might be in the back. Put the link in there for her. You know, we get to going. It's all That's over.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of men don't know how to choose a good woman, so they keep choosing something below them.
Yeah.
And they choosing something that satisfies their lower nature, but it never satisfies their higher nature. Trust me.
And then too, your woman is your custom car. Your woman is your custom car. So
Oh,
it's like a
mhm.
Ford Maverick. It's like a Ford Mustang. It's like a Chevelle. Like you think that so you mean to tell me that you think a woman who looks the way you want her to look is going to be the way you want her to be after dealing with different people? She got different programming. That's what you there for, to customize her for your personal needs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You talking now. You
You
talking
want
now.
you want it you want it to come just how you want it and shit, bro. How you want something to come just like you want when that thing don't even know you? So how it's gonna customize to you when it just met you? How? Right?
And
You
most
gotta customize the bro. I mean, for real. So I like I like corned beef hash
Mhm.
in eggs. The woman who I'm dealing with, maybe her ex loves steak and eggs. So she comes at me with the steak and eggs. I have to customize and say, hey, I like steak and eggs, but I really like corned beef hash and eggs. Oh, I never made corned beef hash. Well, now you know how to do it. Because now you gotta make it for me. So now she's learning the shit that I like. And we gotta break, you gotta do that's another thing. You gotta deprogram the women when you get them. You just let them come as they are. You just driving the car and shit on a wet road. No, bro, you gotta lay shit down, and you gotta ask the questions for them too.
Mhm.
You
What?
gotta ask the questions. A lot of time, you guys are getting stressed out, and you guys are indulging in investing your time and energy for women who is not clearly not for you, but you don't know because you want to fuck so bad that you're not asking, well, what do you think about family? You didn't fell in love with her because you didn't have sex with her raw and she didn't call you daddy for 6 months and you didn't fell in love with her and you think you want to have a family with her and then she tell you she can't have kids. Who fault is that? Yours or hers? Then you're gonna say she ain't shit though. But you ain't shit because you don't know how to ask the right questions because you were too busy in campaign mode. You feel me? You thought you was trying to run for president with the broad and shit. I'm gonna do this for the country. I'm gonna do that for the country. That's you. And so you ain't giving her a chance to talk. Not and you not even learning that ain't the one for you. Now you love her. So now you stuck with an incompatible car. We call those lemons. Now you stuck with a lemon. Lemons, they look good on the outside, but they sour in the inside. See? A sour woman will give you a sour motherfucking life.
Mhm. Mhm. I didn't hear you because my internet. We cooking too much, and the internet said we gonna act up. Say that again.
Um, I said a sour woman will sour your life.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh, whoa. Now you said that. Now maybe click in. You have to be careful if she's jealous of your purpose.
Yeah, that's what happened with my last one.
Mhm.
That's why it was hard for me to deal with it because we were dealing with each other for 5 years, and the first 3 years was good. And it
Mhm.
started getting bad when my dreams of doing YouTube and public speaking and writing books became real. And then she
Mhm.
felt like, wow, I can't be number one now. So then she
Mhm.
started throwing salt in my shit to try to track me off my trail
See,
because she knew she couldn't be that girl because everything would be condescending. Wouldn't be, oh, it would be nice for you to be coaching and teaching people to it went from that to, oh, you got a consultation or can we go eat?
right
Because
there.
she knows. Because she knew that stuff that she couldn't take that spot. So since she knew she couldn't take that spot, she tried to tarnish it.
Come on, dude. Dude, I got a T-shirt with that on it. If I was to tell the stuff behind the scenes,
Yep. And I was confused because I'm like, well, damn, I thought you would be the big supporter. That's what
hmm
I thought.
hmm
That's what I thought. But shit, you create haters sometimes. There are haters, and then you create some also on the side.
right, right. That's why it's so important. If she's jealous of your purpose, you need to watch out for that. And I
Yep.
think a lot of guys don't. They think, well, I got this purpose. I'm called to do this. But if she ain't there 10 toes down with you, you need to watch out for that. Trust me. Trust me.
I remember we got into an argument and shit, and then
Mhm.
I fucking went outside. She was sitting on my car. I'm like, okay, this isn't it. Cause I live in a public place. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
if I had tussle gang with you, it's entertainment. People gonna be looking out their windows and shit like,
Right,
nah, this ain't it, bro. Like, no.
right.
You think if I didn't have game, you think a woman would want to sit out because I don't want to talk to her. She want to talk, so she's gonna fucking cut off the lane to where I gotta go places. So that's the real game.
Mhm.
But at that point, I was just like, this ain't it, cause I damn near want to pop her, and I don't even like feeling like I want to do that
Right,
because she testing my gangster right now. You know what I'm
right.
saying? We didn't
Mm.
already said let's not talk. That don't mean just sitting on your car casually and shit like, oh,
Yeah,
we gonna talk, nigga. Like, oh
nah, nah.
damn.
That dude, I'm gonna tell you, with all that, that takes away from your creativity, your productivity, and what you're called to do. That's too much energy.
Yep.
It's too much. Then you got to figure out. You got to call bros what to do. How do I handle? Man, cut her loose,
Yep.
dude. I
So you know
promise.
what I had to do with her? I
Mhm.
had to basically become less attractive to make her think she didn't want to fuck with me. Because cutting her off, that makes her invest more and go stronger to go into president campaign convince mode. Because sometimes you could tell women to fix it, they don't want to fix it. Then you don't want to fuck with them, then they want to fix it.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get to a point where like I don't even want you to fix it. I just want that time that I used to give you. I just want that to myself now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true, man. So I got you. I got you on the line. What is the one? What I always got my good questions. What is the one thing that you appreciate about your girl right now?
She accountable.
Mm. Mhm.
Shit, that's beat 999.999 right there.
Mhm. That's
She
good.
she's equipped with I'm sorry, I apologize, I won't do it again. Unprompts. That's the
Mhm.
power. Because I
Mhm.
can obviously prompt some shit and get a woman to apologize and shit, but there's no power if I got lead her to some shit I feel she should already know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because I remember, now y'all don't know this. Y'all, some of y'all may know this. I was like, I am not doing a relationship. I am not doing that. I am not think about 5, 6 years ago. I'm not doing all this.
Yeah.
And now to hear him talk like this is good. But then too, this is the part of a lot of people don't realize. We change as individuals, but we change as men.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we don't realize. And then too, I don't care what they say or you hear on these YouTube streets. Who want to do this by yourself? I got this all by myself. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Guess who's in the backstage, Alfie?
China White.
Yes, he is. Channel One.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Hey,
what's up, boo?
what's going on, family? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Tell me, are we telling the truth or are we telling a lie up here? You
Y'all actually motivated me to hit the link because I was listening. I was
uh
chilling, doing what I'm doing, but I'm listening. I'm like, damn, this kind of remind me back when we used to cook. You know what I mean? But I mean, y'all straight up keeping it 100. Y'all telling the truth. That is some real. A lot of people don't keep it real like this. That, like, y'all telling, the inside,
mhm,
keeping it a bug. But one of the things Alfie said, I think you started off with, y'all was saying how a woman would try to destroy a man's purpose. You know what I mean? And one of my intakes on that is true. It's kind of like it's kind of like when me and Alfie discussed this like 3 years ago about how a woman can't compete when you go up. So when you go up to 10, a woman can't compete when you at 10. See, when you at 2 and 3, it's easier for us because then it's like you make it easy for us. But when you start going up 9, 10, you going up, higher and higher. We get upset about that because we can't control that. We can't control that. We only can control when you at 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We can't control when you hit 5, 6, 7, and 8. See, that's surpassed us. So we gotta create. We gotta start arguments. We gotta make things up. We gotta start stuff because it's kind of like we we truly believe that you're more into yourself when you start going up the ladder. But see,
Mhm.
when you at your lower self, when you're at 1, 2, 3, and 4, you more so into the woman, way more into the woman. So that right there validate us. Okay, we got him in the bag. Okay, he ain't going nowhere. But it's like the more and more when you invest in yourself, the more and more you go after your purpose, the more and more you're motivated by the things you like. It makes us question ourselves, like, do he really like me, or do he like the job he's doing? Do he like his consultations? Do he like to go work out? It makes us question, do he like that thing or that place more than he like us? So we gotta create some type of
Turmoil.
argument. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true, that's what I would. That's so it's so crazy because I've been in situations where ladies have been jealous of why you doing that Friday broadcast. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? You got to take another picture. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is who I am. I'm LDA. If you don't know that, you're in the wrong spirit. And guess what happened to them? They're gone.
Right, but see, it's always about, it's not just the person, it's not just women. Women are jealous of your success. We're jealous of, you know, um, your work. We're jealous of your cars. We're jealous of how you live your life. We jealous when you taking care of yourself. We jealous when you changing up the way you eat. We be jealous of all that stuff because it's like, well, what you doing when I'm not around? So we gotta get in the way of that. We gotta kind of sabotage that because we need you to focus back on us because you're giving yourself too much love.
Mhm. Yep. That's why I shared with my woman yesterday. I said it and I'll say it again. When someone asks, I see you posting pictures and look like you're in love. I said, no, I'm more in love with myself now. And guess what she said? I agree. I'm more in love with myself too. We can't be together if we don't love ourselves first. It's never going to work out correctly. Because the moment you put somebody on the pedestal, it's the moment it falls apart.
Yeah,
I
because
always say, bro, people that y'all looking for the women to make you feel fulfilled, but you are chasing a codependent relationship. The
Mm.
woman is not going to make you happy. And if the woman does make you happy, when she feels like, I don't feel like making him happy no more, then you're fucking done.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Telling you. I mean, what you say about that China White? Because I know.
right. The thing is, we don't. The thing is, what a lot of men like they from what I see around these parties. The thing is, we're not even in it to make you happy. We just in it to make you dependent on us. We need to know: are you chasing us? How do you feel about us? Are you in an emotional mindset? Notice men that care more about the woman than he do his success. They're more emotional. And we like that. We like that. We like to keep you in that trick bag.
Mm. Mm, that's powerful right there. But a man that's on his purpose actually becomes this. Now, tell me if this is right or wrong, China White, and I know the answer, but I want to hear from you. You like a man that's more of a challenge than a man that's going to sit on the couch and not challenge you at all.
Right. But see, but the thing about it is, it's kind of like I think that part right there depend on the woman, because a lot of women they get more pleasure out of the control and keeping the man at bay than a woman that truly understand a man, that can respect a man and value him. See, I know that that's the type of man. Like if I'm dealing with a man that cares and focus on his purpose and is becoming more of himself, more of an amazing man, I know I'm going to get the best part of him. See, it depends on that woman.
That's true, and that's why it's so. What happened? China White jumped. I don't know what happened. She popped out. Can you hear me, Alfie?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Hey, I
why
got
it's
a, I
so.
got a funny part, and this will probably be a sound clip for him.
Mhm.
So this is your, give me your opinion. I'm just keeping it 100. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
so you were in a relationship, but you were like, still a player and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you've had, situations since I met you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa. I've had situations since you met me. I'm in a situation now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see RPC in a relationship at all, bro. I don't want to sound fucked. I don't see the potential. I can't even imagine him referencing like that kind of conversation. I can't even imagine it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine him saying like, "What's up, bro? Oh yeah, me and my girl, we went to have." I can't even imagine him saying that, bro. What do you think?
Why you gonna put me out? Why you gonna put me like that, man? Why you gonna do that to me?
I said my piece, so I didn't got my hands dirty too. I'm just saying, like, cause we're all getting older. I still don't
Yeah,
see that for him.
I'm gonna let China. Well, China White didn't hear that, so you got to say that again.
You heard
So
what I
now,
said, China White?
No, no, no. Go say it. I had felt off.
Oh, I
oh,
said so. You see, even China White used to call me. I used to be in bed with multiple women and shit. Like
Yeah.
So what I said was, so I'm in a relationship, but even though I was, I had rotations and stuff, and I still have relationships in between them, but I don't think that it's super, super shocking because the potential was there. And I said the same thing for Lawrence because he's in a relationship. But what I said was, we're all getting older, but for whatever reason, I don't see RPC, and I can't even imagine him in a relationship. I can't even imagine that. I can't even make a conversation between me and him about a girlfriend. I can't even imagine his dialogue. Like my girl trip, I can't even imagine that from him. What's up? So do you see that in the future for him?
You asking me? I don't know, man. Be checking for people. I don't really know his personal status off base. I know you. I know I could never see Alfie doing nothing like that or LDA. But other than that, I really don't know. I don't see it.
so I'm saying my piece. It's going to take a hell of a woman to pull to get him to even have to bring him to that place because he's too far gone. He's
Yeah,
too
because I
far
remember when I first met him, I would talk to him and he and I'd be like, "Yeah, I know you like the woman abroad, but like, what happens when you at home? Like, you don't like have your little ones in between? Like, nah, bro, I just wait. Like, if you see one at work, you ain't got no, bro. Like, damn, like you, like I prefer foreign women too, but I don't cut off all American possibilities. Like, I haven't
gone.
heard about him dealing with a woman in New York from Tinder or no shit ever.
Yeah, that's great. Let me answer this question right here. Unique said, "What you guys, um, what what you guys are talking about is a healthy friction, which low key make that low key many women love you being you without wavering, keeping them at their on their toes, dangling the string at the cat. Correct. That's so important. I think a lot of men. This is something that I even at the beginning before me even stepping into the relationship that I'm in, I was going to be my authentic self. You like it or you don't, plain and simple. And once I did that, that was one of the things that was attractive to her about me. That I kept it 100%, and I said what was on my mind, and whether you like it or not, this is how I thought. And that right there is so important that I think a lot of men do not do because they're so afraid that they're going to offend a woman, that she may not like this. If I say something the wrong way, you're worried about the wrong things. What she wants to feel your masculinity. She wants to feel your dominance. She wants to know that at the end, the drop of the hat, and something happens, you got her. But most guys be playing like they're a little kitten, and that's the reason why they be like you said, China White. They turn into the trick bag.
Right. It kind of like it leans towards the like marrying a woman, giving woman that house, that car, that ring, and that giving her that life that she wants to experience with you. Once you give it to her, there she's already at the finish line. You can't make that woman run a marathon.
Mhm.
You can't. I'm not like you got to think about it. If you give me a ring, house, everything that I desire, I'm not going to run that marathon. I'm not going to run that marathon with you no more because you gave me exactly what I asked for, and that goes back to the men. That's why a lot of men have those same type of issues with the women because they feel like in their mind, if they give her exactly what she desires, we want. We literally want you. But if we know that you're going to go outside of yourself and, go get me exactly what I wanted, we're going to take that. So, okay, I'll put you to the side. I don't want you no more. I want what you can give me. So I'm not going to run that marathon.
Ooh, that's that part right there. Most guys, wow, you that's right. Most guys give women not them, but they give them all the fixings of who they are, but not give them who they really are. That right there, right?
Right.
And then just keep it 100 because I you be getting on the guys.
China,
Most
you
guys
single
don't
or
have
no?
who China.
China White, you single right now, or are you in a
I'm
relationship?
in a relationship.
I mean, I'm supposed to know. I don't know. You could have broke
No,
up
no,
with
no.
her or
I'm in a
married her.
relationship. You remember back in the days, you and LDA, I told y'all what took place in my
Yeah,
relationship. I've been in that same relationship since.
What?
that's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah, but he had me like I was losing my mind in the beginning. I was kind of like in my feelings. I didn't know what was what. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Wow. I wish you could see my face. Wow.
Cause listen, if you think about it, I was more so on the edge of not knowing where did I stand in his life, and a lot of men need to understand that like that's not bad. That's a good thing. When a woman is kind of like, do he like me? Do he want me? Because we be seeking your validation. What a lot of men fail to understand is they give that away already through a conversation. You don't already validated her, so she know, okay, I'm already in. But when a woman's like, hold on, where do I stand? Is he with me? Do he want somebody else? Because I'm looking for that validation. I want to know, can I be the girlfriend? Can I be the future wife? Can I be something? You get what I mean?
That's
But
good.
When a
men
woman is
give that
into
away
you,
so
when a woman is
easy.
into you, not hearing your voice is punishment.
Right,
Ooh.
right.
Woo.
You ain't
Y'all,
got
y'all,
to yell at her, nigga.
nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not it. Man,
Right.
I wish I could say more, but that's true.
When you know you gotta just remove your vocals.
And be happy doing it.
Right.
When a woman call a man when she's in distress about what you doing, where you at, she ain't speaking to you, it's gonna make us want to know more about you. We want to know like why he not like everybody else. Why he ain't chasing me? Why he ain't calling me? Why he ain't putting me in the position I want to be in? Because I'm fighting and I'm chasing to be in that position, but he ain't letting me know. And then when I call him, he cool as a cucumber. He ain't screaming, he ain't yelling, he ain't sweating. Matter of fact, he at the gym. Matter of fact, he's starting another business. Matter of fact, he going to get a trade, or you know what I mean? He working, or he hanging out with his partners, or he building some shit, or he just relaxing to himself. Ain't no woman around. He just love the peaceful mindset that he's in that drive us crazy.
Whew, you cooking right there. Because that's my MO. That's my MO. I get up every other day, go to the gym. I do me. I
But see, what real quick, what a lot of men, because he say even China White fell victim. If right, because I'm a woman at the end of the day. Even with all the information I have, I still got women organs. I feel like a woman that ain't gonna ever change. Even with the game that I know, that ain't gonna ever change. I'ma still get caught up. And that goes for every woman. For real, for real. Now it's up to you to invest your energy and time. And a lot of females, like a lot of men don't like dealing with American women because it does take up a lot of time, but that's up to you. But at the end of the day, all of us feel we act the same way, we think about the same thing because we all secretly desire who we want. That ain't gonna ever change.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you.
Another thing, communication is imperative too. So even for me, like I'm very transparent with my chick. So the thing is this. Okay, so let me unpack it like this. So a lot of you'll hear guys say that you don't want to be vulnerable because if you do, then your woman will look at you as weak. Well, guess what? If me being honest makes the woman not attracted to me, then that's not a woman that I want. You
Mm.
feel? So I have conversations with my lady because she young, she 32. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell her, like, sometimes I may be stressing off some shit and she'll be getting like, what's up, da da da. And I'll just be like, I'm having a midlife crisis. Like, what you mean? I'm just like, man, about to hit that 50 mark. Like, you don't understand what this means until you get to this age, because I don't understand what it means until I'm getting to this age. When you get to that age, you start looking at life different because you know that no matter what you do in life, you more than halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
So your priorities change once you and I know LDA,
Did I lose you? Oh,
No, I hear him.
you've made it to that mark. You've made it to
yeah.
the 5 piece. So when you get there or you get around there, you should start shit starts to not matter to you no more. Like, yo, I got a good 30 in me left. So what the fuck is this bullshit?
Man, fact, man. Like I'll be 53 next year. So this is like I don't have time for no kind of foolishness. I'm like, if you down and you ain't. That's how I'm looking at it. And then, like you said about the transparency, that's one of the things. That's one of the rules that I learned from a different lifestyle that we talked about. You know, about the important what they teach is you have to have transparency, honesty, and transparency, honesty, and it's another one and trust. That builds trust so that you can do certain things in that particular lifestyle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's the same thing that translates into a relationship. If you can't be transparent with her or honest with her, how can she even connect with you? Like China White saying, she's looking for that emotional connection. Your transparency enables her to have to feed that emotional side of her that she needs.
But I think a lot of dudes get that transparency. They get it confused with running their mouth and telling all their business.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
You get
good.
what I'm saying?
Boom. Ooh,
See,
ooh,
it's a
ooh, ooh, ooh,
difference.
ooh. So
It's a
yeah, so there's a
difference.
big
That's
difference
a big
between
difference.
me logically talking about how I feel versus
Right.
an emotional bitch made rant. See, that's the
Ooh,
Right.
difference.
yeah,
You niggas be ranting and having emotional tangents. That's
There
different
we
than being
go.
transparent.
There we go.
correct, correct, correct. Man, y'all on it. Because we had a conversation last week. We talked about it at the beginning, but even now, you're not my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she's like, well, you know what? That makes sense because you're not my. I said, I'm not your little trick friend either. That's the words that came out of my mouth. You know what? I'm your lover. That's who I am. Change the whole narrative. And like you said, if I need to talk about some things out, I'll call Alfie or I call Jono or I call Governor. That's what I talk about those things at. Some things she don't need to know because once you say those things, guys,
Mm-hmm.
your stocks goes down in her eyes.
And the thing is about it, like women, we can't hold anything. Like once you tell us we're on the phone with our sister, our best friend, our cousin, we running our mouth and we don't know who knows who that you may know and we running our mouth. See, a lot of men get that confused. See, you can still be direct with a woman, keep it a buck without running your mouth and telling all your business and trying to tap in, because a lot of men believe it's tapping into her emotional side. No, you're tapping into her emotional side logically, with how you stand on your principles, your boundaries, your standards, your morals, the things you're not going to exchange for money or just for popularity. See, that's different. See, y'all get it confused with thinking you got to tell her everything what's going on, and I'm just keeping it up. I'm keeping it 100 with her. No, what you actually doing is running your mouth.
Let me give y'all a hack. I want y'all to put a 100 if y'all want a extra level hack. I'm gonna tell y'all. And shout out to Wade. I see you in the chat. DM me your address. I'm gonna send you my first 3 books on the house. And that's the brother I met in real life too.
Wait, that's my dude.
Wade see me drunk. Wade see me drunk. Yeah, because I got the 6 books I'm finna drop. They already done. I'm just I'm just trying to I just had to make myself discipline myself to say I'm not gonna drop no more books this year. So I got 3 coming in January. Rise of the Simp. That's a mind set hack. And mind dominance. What is it? Mindset King, Master Mindset King, and then International Conversation too. So I got those for you on the house. When they drop, just know you're gonna get those in the mail. Let me see if if y'all ready for a hack or not. So this is the hack. When you want to talk to your woman, you let the woman know first that you're speaking your mind, right? Because what happens is if you speak your mind in the wrong way, now you're putting the woman in position to feel like she may have to come with an answer, and she may
Right.
not have the capacity to give you an answer because she doesn't have the capacity to be in her alpha for you, because that's what you essentially making her feel like. So
That,
talk, you need to be able to talk with letting her know that I'm just talking, and don't think for an answer. I just need you to listen. I'm
mhm.
not talking to you for answers. I'm just talking to you and I want you to listen type shit.
That's good. That's good right there. That is so true. And now she can stay in that space that she needs to be in and not try, like you said, get into that alpha or become your mother. Well, let me tell you what I would. I'm not looking for that. I just need you to
Yeah.
hear me.
Just straight up. I don't care
Right.
how I just want to say what I'm thinking. Instead of just sitting here, we on the couch, I'm quiet, right? You quiet. I want to keep masculine frame. Like, no, I got some shit on my mind. This nigga got me fucked up at work. I want to talk about it.
Right. But see what men need to understand too, all it is what you're doing is it's called leadership. Because what you're actually telling her is I'm doing this and you're doing that. And you're gonna do that because I'm speaking, I'm leading, I'm talking, you're listening, you're receiving. So that's all in the form of leadership. What you're actually doing, if you want to keep it above, but I don't want to offend no women in the chat, but it is what it is. You're actually training her. You training her how you want. Like it's like it's kind of like how a lot of men talk to women and they begin to train their women. That's exactly what you're doing. You're just training her how to follow you.
That's true. That's it. That is it. That is it. So when you coming up with your book, China White?
Man, I haven't really been focused on content like that. I
You should at least do a
haven't.
poetry one though. At a minimum, do a
I
poetry.
know a lot of people ask me, and I just have not been. You know what it is, and I'm gonna keep it above. So many people they wash down. They don't put out real genuine content, and I think I'm just so tired of the space, and I'm so tired of the clickbaits, and they're not really keeping it a buck. I get kind of like I'm like, man, it ain't real like it used to be, like when we first
Yo, yo,
started.
yo, man, I be talking to Goldie about that shit, like, and I tell him like, this shit is fun, bro, but this shit, yeah, if you think this shit is good, you should have been here in 18, bro, because this shit now is
Right,
not good, bro. And it's like and that's the thing. The people who've been doing content 5 years, we burnt out. Yeah, we still here, but I don't have to ask any. We don't have the same passion because I'm a little bitter. I ain't even gonna lie of what it became.
right. Now everything is game. Like that's game, this game, that's game, and they don't really understand what's game. And then they sugarcoat stuff. It's kind of like, man, I just. But I should be looking into that. I was on track one time. You remember that last conversation we had on the live stream we did on the mindset. I
Yes.
was looking into dropping something. I'm into poetry. For people that don't know, I started doing poetry. But I was looking into that, but I'm like, man, I'm kind of discouraged. I don't really see the people that I started with around here because we was going hard. Like in 2018, 19, we were going real hard. We would do panels. The panels would last for like 10 hours. Are you talking about straight? Are you talking about everybody? Everybody was coming through on hitting links on the panel, just talking. And it ain't even like that no more. So I don't think I'm really
Yeah, it don't hit the
motivated.
same, bro. Like for me, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I just drop content because I feel like I don't want my channel to die away because I put too much into it. But I'm not passionate about it at all.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
writing
me too.
books. I just like writing books. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'd
I
say
got
the same.
y'all see. I just dropped a video on my wrestling paddle. So I be doing. So just if you bored, click on my last video. It's called "Chopping It Up with the Young Players." Look how much fun I'm having talking wrestling versus how to get Texas and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
having a
not,
fucking ball on there arguing and debating with niggas about wrestling.
I don't have
Love
time
it.
for that. I don't got time. I don't have time for. I didn't have time back then. I don't like all the debating. It sounds good and cute, but at the end of the day, as we all know, these guys just repeat information that they heard from us.
Right. 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 They don't understand that. Like, and I'm telling you, like, I can literally listen to a lot of different people and I know squares when I hear them. Like I'm telling you, like some real shit. There, you don't see them traveling nowhere. You don't see them going anywhere. I'm like, I don't believe anything you're saying. You know, it look like you renting women, taking random
You,
pictures with them. You ain't traveling. You ain't building nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. And all y'all got wives. So I'm confused.
China LDA. You know what
Whoa!
my wish for Christmas is for 2025? I want the podcast trend to die so people can not want to do it no more. And then the people who not really want to do it, then we can get back to doing it.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah.
I remember podcasts was like, that's what the fuck is that? Podcast. That's nerd shit, whatever. Now it's a trend. Now they have podcast tabs and shit. You sure you don't want to make this a podcast? You sure? Everything is
Right.
such making content. Like you like if I'm on Instagram, hey, I just want to post a picture so my family can see. You sure you don't want to make this a reel? Like,
Right.
damn, they don't even let you be a regular person on Instagram anymore. They're suggesting everything you do. You should make content. You went through a thing. Hey, if you do 5 more posts, you reach the bonus. Like, damn, I'm just a regular
Right.
person. I don't need the bonus.
But you,
I'm I'm
China
I'm more
White,
in. I'm more
China White.
into like back in the days. You remember how we used to break everything? Everything. There is a answer for everything. There really is. And nowadays people just talking. There's no you get no answer, you get no solution. You get no solution to the
Mm,
problem. And that's one of the things I get irritated about because we can sit here and we can do this content, this raw content, and we leave it up. Somebody will come by, listen to this shit, and go live and judo chop this shit up and pretend like it's theirs. You get what I'm saying?
I remember when the
that's
Passport
my
Bros came out, people be like, "You a Passport Bro too?" I would be so offended. I've been making videos out the country for so long. Don't fucking ask me, am I a passport fucking bro? I'm a king, motherfucker. Anyway, so I'm not a bro. Get out of here.
Right.
right.
I'm not.
But
Don't never think I learned to travel because of these niggas. Fuck you talking about?
but China right, you're definitely right. They'll take this content, chop it up, and then next thing you know, they didn't got a million views off of what you just said.
Right. But see,
I,
back in our time, when you using somebody else content, you give them a shout out. I'm used to that. You know what I mean? Like you give them a shout out. Hey, I got this from this person. I got this from that person. But nowadays, they just taking your shit and just chopping it up. And they ain't saying they ain't giving you no shout out, no respect. One of the people I seen them they ripped apart was Ram, and I always let Ram know that I actually was on a Ram panel like 3 weeks ago, and he was doing like the reviews of women around the world, and we was talking, and I always tell him, I'm like, man, people rip your stuff up around here. They listen to it and they'll rip it up. They give you no shout outs. It's no respect.
No respect.
You know? No.
yep.
No, and even little shit. Just like one thing I don't like about collaborating is people be feeling like it's like they feel like they're not allowed to like the other person. So if I did a video with Black Ram, they don't want to like me all the way because it's his channel. Like obviously me and him cool, so you can say you like me. You know, people can listen to this whole stream, right? That love everything that I say, everything that you say, China, but won't subscribe to us, even though we got our own videos. Just little stuff like that, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm not a follower. That's that follower and they emotionals and they feelings, and I don't have time for that. I just like these dudes are emotional around here. They catty. They into some other stuff. I can't. I'm just saying they pussy. It is what it is.
Yeah, that is so true. Also, I just laugh at them. I said, y'all still have to learn. I've been doing this. Actually, I've been doing this since 2007.
It's like a
to
whole different universe, bro. Since then,
yeah, yeah. Because I was there when what's his name? Why I'm drawing not Kevin, but
ARC,
ARC. Yep, back then.
the goat.
Right.
You and ARC had a thing. I know. You're taking my content. Oh, oh my god! But that it was fun
Rest in
back then.
peace to him. I still got my interview sheet of the questions I was supposed to ask him in the script that he gave me. It's a souvenir.
I got a question. I
Yeah,
got a,
that cat had the questions and answers written for me, bro. I don't know what the hell you think. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you think this is.
oh, this is a good question right here. Are people collaborating with you because they respect you, or are they using you as a stepping stone? Always, always be aware of panels. Good question. What do you got?
Combination of both.
Mhm.
Right.
Because some
I
because some people because let me give you some heavy game. Some people respect you at first, and then if they pass you, then they don't respect you no more because they passed you.
Uh
right. I think like I don't collab with anybody. Like if you go to my channel, like look at my Patreon with some of my collabs, I only collab with people that I know because I learned in this game is full of pirates. You know, it's full of pirates and people, you know, they messy. Like they and we talking about these supposed to be so male, and I'm in a space with males. I'm not in a space with women, so it's all male. But they are just as catty as the women, and I can't do it because I'm gonna tap into my feminine energy and it's gonna turn toxic. You know, I don't want to do that. So I only collaborate if I know you talking some real stuff, real game. It's life changing. People gonna listen to you and it's gonna change their life. I will only collaborate with you. That's it. I don't collaborate with anybody, and a lot of people have reached out to me. Some of the big people in the space that everybody quote unquote claim are the heavy hitters, the ones with games. I was invited. I was invited to be on certain podcast shows. I was invited to be on certain people channel and I had to
Fresh and
respectfully
fit or no?
decline. Huh?
Fresh and fit or no?
Nah, I don't think I ever got invited
That
to
would
Fresh and
be
Fit.
that would be hilarious. You
Yeah,
and Myron would have a standoff for real. That's viral.
I would never
That's
do a
viral right
podcast with
there.
Fresh and Fit. Mm-mm.
You versus Myron is viral. Cam up in person, that'll be fucking hilarious.
oh my! And where did they start at?
Over
Right
here.
here.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
here.
And I,
A lot of the bigger content creators was on AFI panel.
yep. That's the truth. Yep. And it's good. That's why. I mean, I'm in the same place. I got burnt out from doing all of this. I stepped away. I couldn't do it. I didn't see how it was benefiting anything. I seen people's lives change, but I didn't see it enough. And then two, I seen people going other places and paying big dollars, and then I was getting pennies. So I said, "Oh no, I'm gonna stop this."
Plus, it's just like we're older guys, bro. So it's like, um, you ever seen Big Ward? I think you might enjoy his content. Check him out, LDA.
Hmm.
He an older cat. He looked like AMS, but he like OG Southern cat.
Okay.
I'll link you to his channel.
Okay.
God damn, what was I about to say? What's the last thing you said, real quick?
I was saying that I got burnt out from doing all these.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
we older cats, so it's like I just want to come on here and say what I feel. I don't want to like be having to follow whatever trend is popping. Like I don't want to
Y'all
react
are
to shit I don't
older
care. And
and
it's just like it's a
experienced.
sacrifice because it's like, do I do what's in my heart or do I follow the new trend so I can fucking get some views and shit? I can't just be doing everything that's popping whenever it pops and shit. It's just not my personality.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to react in order to stay current. Like, well, I don't want to react to fucking pop the balloon. I'm sorry. I'm losing
Right.
out on views. I know I am, but I don't even want to watch the shit. So I gotta watch the shit and act like shit's mind blowing and shit. Like, nah, bro, it's not mind blowing.
Yeah, that part.
Right. One of the things I see like is the new trend is that getting women to co-sign what they're saying. Like they'll get some of the women that they claim that how to run game on that woman, but then get that same woman to co-sign what they said. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
You
I've
see what
seen
I'm talking about? And I be sitting there, I be like, I can't rock with it because see, you supposed to be putting out game information. Even that woman is telling a lie. She's just repeating what she think men want to hear. She's just repeating that. She don't really believe that. She
Hey,
will really go against she and who she is going to go against that what she's saying. She's just saying to appeal to men, but the men that's putting out the content, they will use that same video to co-sign their game, calling it game. But that's not game because you telling men how they supposed to deal with her, but she's co-signing. You're co-signing what she's saying. That's not game.
hey, you know what's hella funny with that shit? That nigga Austin Dunham. He all when he be doing them street interviews, when the girls don't give him no compliments, he forget about the interviews. He start trying to he be trying to bait the compliments and shit. He forget he's supposed to be asking the questions. So how am I not the best looking? Is it because I'm short, or is it because like he just totally forgets? Like you're supposed to be picking her brain. He don't get the compliments he want.
Because he still
He
need that
just start fishing for the
validation.
compliments. You
It's the
did you notice that I have my?
validation.
Did you notice about my beard, or did you not notice that?
that's too much.
It's the validation part. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
too much. That's too much. That's why it's so important that, like you said, we're older and we have experience. I think I was last night. I was talking to my girl. I said, she said, you know what? You can't. You got 10,000 hours. It's mastery in this. That means I don't got time to play kitty games with people who are just starting out trying to figure it out, and then giving game that they don't live in real life. And then when they found out, oh, it wasn't like that, they try to give spin the story. Well, as we're seeing now with a couple content creators. I don't got time for that. This is what I live online and offline. That's where I'm at. I just don't have time for it. That's why I sort of changed my message to talking about game, but not to the degree like I used to. I don't have time for it.
Oh yeah, you got one video that I always go looking for,
Mhm.
and I'm telling you, like it's straight up cold. You got that old game from 2018 on up. I'm gonna think 2020, 21.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's real. That's real information, but I think it is. It has to do with the listener too.
Yeah.
A lot of the listeners are squares, and I always tell the truth. In my content, I tell you that you're a square. Like some of y'all are squares. Some of y'all just will never get it. Let's just keep it a buck. It don't, it is what it is. You just have to come to grips with that you are green and you are a square. You are the do boy. You are the do man. You are the cleanup man. And the thing is, you have to understand what the woman that you're dealing with is doing to you to understand, to align what she's doing to you and what you are doing to understand you are that. But the other content creators will lie to them, making them think that they're the one that's leading the woman when it's not true, and they're only doing that so the subscribers can continue to come back to them for answers and still find themselves chasing their tail.
Hey, I got some game for the both of you. This is encouraging game and discouraging game. Y'all want it? I'm talking to you,
Yeah,
China and LDA.
yeah. Go ahead.
So look, this is what I learned doing content. And this it makes me feel better. It may not make y'all feel better, but it make me feel better. So I'm just sharing it with y'all. So example, so I be going viral on IG with the memes, right? Um, some of the VMs hit millions of views. And so I just went viral again. I got a reels that it's at 4 million views right now.
Oh wow.
And that's significant because I don't even got 4 million views on my whole YouTube catalog yet. I can post some shit for less than a minute and go viral. and get more views than my whole body of work. That's crazy to me. But the point that I want to make is you want to talk to an audience, and then so okay. So let me ask you. Let's play a game, Lawrence. I'm gonna ask you a question, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, in the notifications. So if if you go on viral, what do you think the first hint of how you know you're going viral?
I my on where?
Just anywhere,
Oh,
just
because I went viral on Instagram. So the first thing that went viral, I started getting the notifications that somebody commented, somebody liked it, and then just start going like crazy. I think I
okay. Let me direct it a little bit, and then because once I say it, you're gonna be like, aha, okay. So when you post some content, you're gonna
Mhm.
get some people to co-sign your shit, right? And be like, that's
Correct.
cool and that's bad. But when you start going viral, you know what you do you know how I notice? And now that you're gonna be like, haha.
Mhm.
Once you start getting stupid people, that's when you know you go
Oh
viral.
yeah, definitely.
So what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying is there is no way you cannot choose your audience. So the higher you go up, that's when the stupid people come.
I don't want.
You cannot go up and get all smart people. Like it does not work like that. So in the perfect world, like how your audience is, Lawrence, you would think that okay, so if I go viral, I'm just getting hella more people like that. It's like it's kind of like the music business, how they got R&B, the R&B charts, and they got the pop charts. R&B charts is your audience, right?
Yeah,
But once you hit the pop, you hit the other people. So then that's when you get the people correcting some obvious shit, saying shit that don't even match. So it's just like, yeah, we all want to get bigger, but when you get bigger, that's when the idiots come, bro. There's no way around it. It isn't just you get your core audience and then the audience stays like that, but it's more of them, bro. Once you get to that line, here come the stupid people every time, bro.
that's the reason why I had to get off of that drug called I want to go viral. I'm looking for people to recognize me and speak to the people who really resonate with what I say. That changed everything in me because I was on that trajectory of trying to. I gotta make this go viral. I gotta do this. It gotta have the right thumbnail. Gotta have. I said, forget all that. I'm gonna get to the people who really resonate, who really gets what I'm saying. That's who I want to reach. Everybody else, okay, I'm glad you're here. If you're here, you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But the people whose lives have really changed, that's where I want. I had to get off of that because it would drive me crazy. It's like I
Just,
gotta
just
put.
like on a meme, bro. I might have I could post a meme, and the
Mhm.
meme can say one thing, and the caption can clarify what I'm saying. But people, that's when the stupid people come. So people will comment on the meme, trying to kick knowledge and shit. But the caption already says what the fuck you're saying. But it's the stupid people, so they don't read.
Nah, dude. I don't.
Or they will argue with people that's in your comment section that's agreeing with the meme. You
Right.
know?
See, when you post and it just does regular numbers, you notice you never have to deal with pushback. You see what I'm saying?
No, and that's the reason why my trajectories reaching the people who want to hear the message and who resonated with it. That changed everything for me because I was on, like I said, I was on that train. Got to go viral. Why my numbers looking this way? I don't care no more. I don't care because I got burnt out from it. I'm chasing a ghost. Then you start comparing yourself to other people who don't got game, talking, and their numbers are going through the ceiling.
It's funny too. YouTube did me this favor on accident. Remember before when you could hide your subs and then they took them off
Hmm.
at first, where they, I mean, excuse me, you could hide them at first, and then I got to a point like on New Year's or something where you had to show it.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that shit just helped me and shit because that's what made me stop watching it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I
I
used to
don't.
be obsessed with that shit. Oh, I gotta want to get this to 10K. I want to get 5K. I want to, and I would spend so much energy trying to figure that out throughout the
Yeah,
every day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And stressing off of it. Why? How come it's not? How come it's not? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the.
you know what I learned about content? I'm kind of like different because yeah, like y'all y'all are already in the space, right? And y'all are already male content creators. So to see a woman that's talking the way I'm talking in a men's space, it's kind of like my pushback is gonna be 10 times worse as y'all. So I had to deal with that. But then I had got to a point that I began to understand that a lot of the people that come to your channel and a lot of people that relates to you, they want you to keep it real because a lot of people are going through or have been through what you're talking about, and you that's how you stay relatable. But
Mhm.
the more and more you change up and you're trying to please your audience or whoever is listening to you, they're not going to be, you don't become relatable anymore. You just like everybody around you. That's why I try to keep it a buck, and I always kind of was rugged on the side because it's women in the space, that in the men's space, that call me a king, and I'd be like, I'm not calling you a king because I don't know you. You got
Mm.
to know that you're a king. I'm not calling you a king. And then like for as like, I'm a woman and they believe all women are hoes, I tell them I'm everything under the sun. You supposed to be receiving the message. I am not trying to cater to you, tell you that I'm a good girl and I'm wifey material because I don't know you, you don't know me, and it's more focused on the message. That's why a lot of people that's like, getting those big numbers, they like to please their audience. They tell the audience what they want to hear.
You're right about that, and that's where I got off the train. I can.
Hey, China, I got a question for you, and this is I'm just not I'm being for real. What's the strategy behind you never camming up? I know you're a real person and shit, but I'm just saying, is there
I
a
did
strategy reason?
healthy. I cammed up. I
I
came
mean,
up
no,
on my
I'm saying
channel
you've cammed up before, but what's the ratio? If you've got 1,000 video, you might have cammed up 4 times. So I know you're a real person, but I'm just saying, is there a strategy like you just like to talk, or you want to protect yourself? Like, what's the angle behind it? What made you not like get on here and be like, okay, like Pearly, like
because
maybe
I
you didn't
just didn't
start with
feel
it.
like it. I just didn't. I got to a point because you remember I used to cam up and like I used to sit in my car. I used to cam up. I used to answer questions, break things down. But when I started the Lions Den, I said I'm just gonna drop this heat. I'm gonna drop heat, and I said I'm gonna be the opposite of all these other bitches around here. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I always feel like I had something to say. And after I started dropping content, none of the men asked for me to cam up. They
And I'm
just
just
never
saying, but
did.
I'm just saying, as a woman, like you pretty and you got ass, so just those two things, you could pop even harder. So why not? You can come on here, show a little ass, and talk soft, and then your shit'll be triple. So why you never did that?
Because that's just not me. Like I don't know. It's just that's not me. Like I don't need that type of validation. Like in real life, I get dudes that come up to me, holler at me, and you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just that's not my thing. I really wanted to be known for my content, and I'm like, okay, if y'all want to see a little bit more of me, go to my Instagram.
There
But
you go.
I kind of put certain pictures up on my Instagram so people can get a taste of how my body look and am I a pretty girl? I cammed up a couple of times so people can see that I am real because at one point people were like, I'm fake. I don't look like my pictures and I'm a AI or like a some type of generator, like I'm overly filtered. And then when I cam up or when I show them videos of me or, on Patreon, I have a couple of cam up videos, they'll say, okay, you the real deal. But then I started to get more dudes asking me, can I do it more? And I was like, no, I'm not doing it more. So I just stayed doing my content and I just never really cared much for coming on camera like that. And then on top of that, I'm shy too. So
Yeah, people would think I'm introverted, man. I talk a lot better off camera, and 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 I always tell people like I feel, in my opinion, my best content was the old content because of the old content YouTube was just a place to have a voice. And then if you made connections, it was in the community, that was a bonus. So the views and shit didn't matter. The topics and shit didn't matter. When that shit started mattering is when the content changed.
Yeah.
right.
Because I didn't just start YouTube. It's like I'm finna pop. Like I'm just like I'm gonna come on here and talk about shit. Oh niggas watching my oh shit, I just made
But
this shit with my car.
people tell me if I went camera talking and shit, I be talking. I might go viral, this, that, and this and that. I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't really care. Especially I got a sexual channel too, so I be talking about sexual things, and they were like, you should be on camera when you talking sexual like that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. You know. So I
I
don't
hope
know.
I hope the trend dies. I mean, obviously, because people love podcasts and to listen to people talk versus TV and shit for a long time. But it's going to be around. But I see the trend dying in as far as like having all of these dating podcasts and all this Q&A type shit. This people on the panel, let's talk relationships. Like I want that shit to be over.
Well, from what I've seen, that what I've heard is that they're going to what's going to start popping is long form. The short form is going out. That's what's coming in 2025. It's
What you
that.
mean?
So, like, see how I'm weird at? We're almost at 2 hours right now. This is what people want because they want something they can listen to and actually gravitate to what we're talking about. So the long form is going to be the thing in 2025. So even though people say they want the short form, they connect with you when you have a longer form. They want the connection because we're moving into AI. We're moving through things that are not real. So when we're talking is having a conversation, just the three of us, people actually enjoy that because why? They can hear what you're saying, they can hear the cadence, they can hear what you're talking about, they hear what Alfie's saying, and they want the long form. They want that connection. They know we're being authentic and we're sharing how we really feel about these topics about, YouTube. So yeah, people
Here, LDA. I got my point a little better now, just through that,
yeah,
just talking right there. I kind of know what I want to say better. So, this is what I
okay.
want to say. So, this is what I mean. The content as far as because see, everybody now wants to be a dating guru and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always going to be talk for relationship talk, but now everybody wants to be a guru in that because that's what's popping. So I'm saying I want that to die down. You know what I'm saying? Because now people just come on here and want to talk female nature or women saying this or say some shocking shit, and it's just all of that now. So
No,
I want that to fade out, and then yeah, people can have conversations, but I'm just ready for that trend because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit,
yeah, it is
let me
a
get a
trend.
panel full of 4 women and go viral. Just that.
'Cause-
I want that shit to be over with.
So I'm gonna tell you what and that's true. And that what I do is between the two of you guys, what I do is I'm at work, I put you guys on, I just start going through all your catalog and just digest it.
Me too.
And I just okay, oh yeah, that yeah, you women, y'all this guy, and I listen to it and I'm like, oh, that is right. Oh, I forgot, or a point you may make, either one of you guys may make, and I'm like, oh, that is right. So it was a reminder to me what I need to do in my own personal life. So I just put you guys, put it in the ear, and I'm working. And many times I'll say, hey, check this video out. I know you're gonna like it. You at work, boom, and that's what I do. So that's what people are looking for. They are looking for yeah, the short videos, okay, yeah, but they're looking for the conversation like we're having right now. That's where it's going to be at. And like you said, the dating show and all this stuff, people trying to be gurus, they need to come back to the class and get it from the people who actually live it. That's one thing I preach over here. I live this off online. I have proof. You can see on my Instagram what I'm living.
And this is why I respect y'all
Yeah.
on some real spit. Like, this is why I always respect y'all because y'all always was the truth. Y'all always was travelers. Y'all always went out. I always seen the women LDA was dealing with. I always seen the women Alfie was dealing with. I always seen, Alfie being so foreign country. I'm like, when I first started on here, and whether people know it or not, Alfie was it was like two people. Alfie was one of the people to push me, say, China, you need to do content. China, you need to do videos. I'm like, nah. And one of the things was I was scared of trolls. I was like, I don't want to be trolled. I don't want any people, I don't want to be attacked. I did not want that, And he was like, nah, fuck him. Like, just do your thing. And he was one of the people to tell me to do my things. And this is why I have respect for y'all. Like, I don't respect them clown dudes that's on there just talking, reviewing what women are saying online and having, you know what I mean, a sword fight. Like, I can't do it.
That part right
That's why
there.
you need the book, China. That's why you need the book. Cause watch this. So before I started YouTube, I already had 2 books written and complete. Just didn't know how to self publish, right? But the main reason and I can honestly say that now because obviously I got over that fear. But you know, the number one reason why I never put those books out,
Why?
because I was scared of scrutiny. So
Mm,
you speaking of trolls, when you do YouTube, you used to talk people talking shit. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So at first I'd be scared because I'd be like, man, I don't want niggas to be saying my shit hella weak. What you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep the shit.
Right.
Fuck it. Or I'm comparing it to the shit that I read, and I'm like, it ain't good enough. But when you do YouTube first, you get used to just critique. So when you put a book out, can't nobody really shit on you because you didn't already been through that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I got some notes. I feel like you remember back then, y'all was telling me we had a conversation behind the scenes. It was me, you, and LDA, and we was talking about books and publishing and business stuff. And I remember making notes, and I got two ideas, but I said I would never put it out because it's pirates. And one of them is mature masculinity and immature masculinity, and mature femininity and immature femininity. I was going to break that down. Then it was one called um, I don't even have the notes in front of me, but it was another topic that I wanted to break down. And I said that if I ever I don't want to put it out now because I'm not where I want to be. I got like 25,000 subscribers on Alliance Den, and my other channels got numbers too. I just ain't putting out content. But I said, like, if I get to where I want to be, I want to put it out so people could know, I got that from China White. You ain't never heard this before. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Publish that shit. What you waiting on?
Publish.
This is the thing. So if you don't want to make your shit accessible to jack, then you just jack up the price because people ain't gonna pay top dollar just to steal your shit. They too scared to do that.
Come on. So we talking business
They'll
now.
steal your shit. They'll steal your shit for $9.99. They at $29.99. They ain't gonna pay it. Just to
Like, they don't think twice about it.
yeah. Because
That's
because
right.
because they can get Robert Greene books for 20, so they ain't gonna pay more than that. So
Yeah, that's true. And then two, once you publish, China, this is the truth. You already an authority, but now you become an authority inside of this space. You can't take that away. Author has what authority in it.
You
You
know
have,
what? You know what? I forgot one of my main inspirations. This is coming up. If you know who I'm talking about, LDA, I'm not being petty, but I'm just saying if you when I talk about it.
Mhm.
So one of my biggest inspirations, other than the shit that we talked about earlier for publishing my first book. So there's a female content creator, and it taught me a lesson of this is the lesson it taught me. It taught me that if you got a lot of clout, people gonna say it's good, right? I got this book. You remember I showed you, Lawrence?
Mhm.
This was one of the worst. I mean, it was like 3 sentences on the page type shit. And people are saying 5 stars. This is good, but it's only good because they like the person. And so that's taught me like, well, wait a minute. If they think this is good, my shit ain't as good as is Robert Greene and shit. I don't actually, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or whoever. But it's showing fuck better than that. Let
Mhm.
me put my shit out.
Right. Right. And this the thing. It's
You know what I'm
not.
talking about?
Oh, I know you're talking about because I
That's
remember the
that
situation.
was terrible. And people were raving about it, like, yo, this is what clout.
Yeah. So you got to put something out. And this the thing. You ain't got to put everything in one book. You can spread it out. Trilogies.
Right.
Yeah.
That book probably was like just the way it was set up, like
It's like an elementary kid put it together. It was. I remember. I
three
still
lines on
did
this
it.
page, and then the next page got one sentence is the whole page, and then we skipped a page, and then it's 2 sentences. Like, what the fuck is this?
And people were raving about it. I'm like, okay. So man,
What book was that?
I tell you behind, because I don't like to burn no bridges. Y'all ain't gonna get me. I
yeah.
might need that bridge again.
But
Just,
it's
just, just, just know it was bad for a grown up. It ain't.
it was elementary level. I tell you that much. And that's what I'm saying. You got too much in you. Even which, like I shared in our group. Remember, Alpha, I shared. You don't even have to write the book. You have enough content on it. I say this. I take one of your videos, boom, and that's a book.
I know.
Just one of your videos that you cut up from the main video is a book.
This what I think you should do. Just write a memoir. I know you got a cold life,
I
but you don't
really
have to.
got a
But you
boring
don't have to have
life.
the pressure of. You don't have to have a pressure of autobiography. Like, oh, I remember when I was 7. Like, no, memoir just the tight parts. Just your teenage shit, your grown shit, your marriage shit, your kid shit. That's a book. What you learned
Right.
from it. You done.
Yeah.
You literally just publish in your journal.
And then, oh, then you say you got a separate channel to talk about sex, baby.
Hey,
Right.
hey, AP, but sex books was his book was really good, bro. What was it called? X Files or something? Fuck.
Mhm.
You remember AP from the Light Skinned Cat?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
came out with this erotic sex book. That shit was good, bro.
And
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really talk about the sex game men have. Like, y'all third leg, that's game of his own. Like, and I didn't really see people really tapping into that. I'm like, that third leg, y'all men need to understand that they third leg is a game of its own. That's a whole nother chapter in itself
mhm,
if you want to keep it above. But I don't think like in this space, a lot of men don't really too much touch on it because everybody around believe they had, they the coldest person in the bedroom. And then when you hear them break down what makes them cold in the bedroom, it's the same thing. All the women say you was good in bed. I always tell men, um, if she ain't acting a certain way, and this is how she acts when she had it when it was good, it's not words. She's not going to keep repeating herself. You're going to see some action. She's going to turn into a stalker. Let's just keep it a buck. She's going to be begging for you. She's going to be begging for you because she's going to want more. You turn into dopamine
mhm.
for the woman. So, like, that's a whole nother level of game.
See, that's a chapter you just said. Boom.
Right there,
Right
bingo.
there. LDA,
I,
you know what your book is so easy, bro. You just need to just take a weekend off and just do the shit. Take a weekend off, go to Miami by yourself because you don't have your girl. Just go Fort Lauderdale by the beach and just knock this shit out. Dating after 50, bro. That's it. That's the
yeah,
title and everything.
yeah.
And you don't even
I
have to share that. You don't
already
have to share that lane with anybody, bro.
no, because most people don't got it.
Or most
I'm
people just feel like that's it.
nah, I've always
That
to
so
tell
you
you,
you write
if
your
I was to tell the
experiences
story,
about dating after
You
50.
right.
You don't
Yep.
even gotta go to your you ain't even gotta talk about your marriages. You ain't gotta talk about shit in your 40s. You just starting from 50. That's just right there. Dating after 50.
if I was
And
to tell,
this
Not
is
50.
why
Just talk about
this why
you
I only
turn
deal with
50
older
and
men.
to where you at now. Yeah, you gonna
if
hit
I,
up all the older cats that's gonna eat your shit
This
up.
is why I deal with older men only because older men are more mature. They're
mhm,
more mature and they're more direct. They know what they want and they experience.
LDA, your book, Dating After 50, can be the Bible for cats who just got divorced. They get divorced, because that's what happens a lot of times. Like cats be in relationships and shit, and then they
mhm.
may get divorced around 40 something or 50, and then they back in the market. So you dating after 50, boom. That's gonna be the Bible for them.
See what I'm doing? I'm writing it down.
That's the Bible for them, bro. And you can leave your shit open ended because your situation is open ended, bro. Time for
Mhm.
a sequel whenever you want.
Right, because I can.
Yep.
If I was to bring in how I met her, oh my god,
Dating after 50.
yeah, definitely.
And you know what else too? A
Yes.
lot of men need to understand that women in their 50s, those women, their mindset is the same as a younger fucking woman. It
Mhm.
really is. It's the mentality that she has. What is her mentality? But her mind never changes. Women turn into that little girl when she's with a grown man. That's the truth. If we're with
Woo!
a man, if we're with a man, we turn into that little girl that's inside of us. It's that same mindset. The difference is it's her mentality to you. That's what men don't really get. She's still going to be mature because she still got to receive you, and she don't want to cross the line with you because she don't want you to think that she's immature or she can't handle you. So what we tend to do as women, We begin to learn you. We begin to want to understand you. And that is when a woman change for you.
Look,
Mhm.
see, chapter 2. You see how easy it is?
It really is.
Right there, because trust me, what you just said, that's what just, I mean, I'm not saying just happened. That's what took place with the young lady I'm with. I don't want to give all my business away, but anyway, yeah.
Let me drop some more book game on the listeners and for both of y'all too. If you publishing more books, don't never get wrapped up on how long it is. So this is the thing. I don't look at my books like I got over 100 books published, right? But I don't see the thing is I don't look at it like I got 100 books published. I look at it like I got 100 lessons. My books are lessons. So I'm saying that to say, like, if you wrote some shit and you 30 pages in and you like, what else that I need to say? You done. That's that lesson. You don't gotta like have a 500 pages. I got shit that's 400 pages, but I got shit that's 30 pages too. That's that lesson that we done. That's what you need to learn. That's your lesson right there. So
I'm
don't
gonna
get
have to hit you up
that
behind the
you
scenes.
got your notes and shit. You thinking I need to add something to it? Shit, if you got 100 page of notes, that's you just need to put that on the document. That's it.
That's it. I'm telling you. All this is interesting because on my coffee table right now, I brought up all the books I wrote, and I was talking to my girl. She said, "I got another book. I haven't even. I got. I telling her I got a couple books I haven't brought out that's sitting on my desktop. I got a book called The Queen Maker. Been sitting on it. I got another book. I got the revision of a book I got on my coffee table. So it's like if you guys don't get what we're saying, y'all got me at 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is a great conversation, too. If y'all don't get anything from this, you're hearing content creators that we really know each other who's sharing the importance of dreaming bigger in 2025. That's what it's about. I'm telling you.
Just
That's
get
what.
writing the book is just telling the story. The only way you need to stress yourself out is if you're trying to like do some Star Trek sci-fi shit. Then you
Nah,
got to worry about other shit. You feel
nah,
me?
nah. I've been doing this since I was 30. The first book I ever wrote was at, a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on camera, and I did it in honor of my father because my father was an avid reader and educator, and that was this book right here, 30 plus 7. And the reason why I did that because I wanted to show that I was 37 when I wrote this book, and it ain't even that long. My father read it before he passed away and said, "You know what, son? I like this book. This is good. I'm glad you did it, but it's so much more in you." And
Put
that's the
that shit on
same.
the document and publish it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo it because I can't even. This is the book I did in honor of my dad.
Yeah,
That
just
was
whip that document, whip the Google Docs out, put the book right there, and get busy.
yep.
Then you
I
done.
really think I really think LDA
You
is
ain't
made
gotta
for
think. The shit is
TikTok.
right there.
Say that
Like
again.
you mostly I think you're made more for TikTok.
Mm,
Y'all think
Hmm.
TikTok is really gonna die, or you think it's still
no.
I
rumors, and you
think
do
they're
think
gonna
they're really gonna end it?
I think they're gonna shut it down, but they're trying to extend it. They had an emergency hearing like right after Christmas, I believe. But they're supposed to be shutting it down because of our personal information, and US intelligence don't want them to have that much access to American people. So they're trying to shut it.
They say Trump is pro TikTok though, so that might change. He might be like, shit, get that out of here. We fucking with TikTok.
Right,
I
but
heard
I think LDA is definitely made for TikTok because
Why do you say
L,
that? I want
because 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 you're not as explicit as like a lot of YouTubers. YouTube is kind of like they let you get away with a lot of stuff. I tried TikTok and they took me down as soon as I got over there because I'm soon as I went over there, they shot me down because I was explicit, and I had got like 500 subscribers in like 3 days, followers, but they
mm,
shot me down. So I started another one. I just never opened it. But I think you're very good for TikTok, and plus you get on camera.
yeah, and I might get. A matter of fact, I did a short video of me walking from the gym, and I'm like, just me walking in the gym, and it was cold outside. I put that up. I think it was a couple seconds, and it just started going. I'm like, what?
Yep.
I'm like, what's going on here? But you're right. I've been thinking about that. You said that somebody said I don't have TikTok, can't stomach it for years, but there is some information in this. Yeah, But yeah, TikTok, and I got the ability to go live on TikTok now too. So
I've
yeah, I'm gonna have
tried, but
to.
I don't have this shit installed on my phone. So every now and then I just go and I look at it, and then I just post some shit that's on my phone, and that's it. I kind of
Yeah,
just use it as a vlog shit. Just post the shit that I like: food, wrestling, travel. I don't really look at it like I'm trying to get views and shit over there no more.
yeah.
I go over there. It's a lot of like my spiritual stuff.
Mm.
So I'm a Hebrew, so a lot of Hebrew Israelites are over there too. So I'd be over there in like the Hebrew
Yeah, ever fuck with Bigo?
No,
no.
But people be saying they be getting money over there, but I don't like how it's set up. It's weird to me because it's weird. You just talking and they just send you random people, but they don't know you. It's just I don't know. It's weird to me.
I'm, I've been on so many different ones. I'm narrowed it down: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and then I'm about to cut some of them off because you're spiritual self then trying to. I'm not trying to reach. I'm not trying to reach everybody. I'm trying to reach the right somebodies. That's where, and I got something in the bag. We were on behind this. Well, it's sort of out there. I'm talking about live events, virtual events. That's what I want to do, and that's going to be upward to $5,000 plus. Yep. So that's where I'm at. Panel content creators are the new celebrity today. Many people don't care about movies, stars, and singers, and that is so true. That is so true. That's what's happening with the NBA. That's happening with. They'd rather hear from content creators than they'd rather hear from the news. We content creators have taken over the news.
Yeah.
But let me get off here. I have a 4 o'clock appointment because I'm gonna do something live with a panel here in Cleveland. So yeah, I got to get ready for the pre-interview for it.
You
But
gonna
you
stream it
guys
or
say that again.
you streaming it or you just gonna record some?
No, so it's a pre-interview. I got to interview the person who's actually organizing it, and she's gonna have a panel of men. So I'm gonna be me. So if I hear some goofy stuff, I'm gonna say something about it. I can't help it. Why be anything different?
Facts. I feel
You
you.
know what I mean? Because I know some guys be trying to kiss up to women and stuff like that. I understand all that, but that's not me. I'm going to be authentically who I am because women will appreciate it better. You just tell the truth,
Yeah.
and they can smell when you simping up. I can't do that. So, and plus it's going to be live, so we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah,
Try to get
channel.
some content and post it.
Say what?
I said try to get some content and post it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take my girl. She does content too, so she'll most likely be there, and then she'll be able to. That's the other thing. Having somebody there who understands your lane and who can help you, and you help her. Jesus
What kind
Christ.
of content she do?
She does more of the. She does red carpet interviews.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like perfect. Yeah, she does content. Then she do content on our life. So that's another thing in the pocket. So you got me telling all the business. So I'm gonna have a separate channel with just me and her. But it ain't like people be doing them cheesy. To me, look cheesy couples count. No, this is just raw, uncut, how we really are. Because I'm not gonna be phony for the camera.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another channel outside of our our personal channels,
Right.
and it's just keep it in 100. So like our adventures traveling and things that we do already.
Dating
So
after 50.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, well,
You
she
need
ain't fit.
you need the product to go with the channel, player.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, because they do got a don't they got somebody doing some guys doing dating. They do have a dating thing after 50, something going on. I
Yeah,
seen it
that's
on
some new
TV.
shit. That's just it's called Second Chance or something. I know
Ah
what you.
man, I, to me it looks so. For me, I'm just saying I didn't watch it completely, but it looked corny. And these guys, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna tilt my brim to the side and be me. I just I can't. I don't want to. I don't. But yeah, dating after 50, and I enjoy it actually.
Mhm.
Yep. So yeah. But with that being said, y'all, thank you too for coming up. Y'all done got this 2 hours and 23 minutes. we can kick some stuff in. Somebody asking China White something there. China, there's a woman on another channel named Just that you remind me of you. She goes so hard on the points, but be putting suckers on in check. It's called
You should tag us for the playback too, so people know you got guests. You know what I'm
all
saying?
for
Because they
China.
just for us both. I'm just saying because sometimes people will listen to some shit they don't even know it end up being the panel and stuff, and because they
Yeah,
didn't finish the whole video.
I think a lot of people come to my channel and I'll be like, don't call these content creator names. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But I think that it was another chick. What's her name? Alfie. You know who she is. She used to be on Instagram.
Well, you gotta
And
describe her.
she just sit in her
She
car.
says the
She
girl used to be on Instagram. Okay.
she used to sit in her car. A lot of people say, but
Oh,
she sound like a
what's her name?
oh, I know you're talking about.
The Texas
yeah,
one.
huh?
That she from Texas or something.
She's from Florida, but they say
She country. She be cussing and shit. Damn, Dorsey. Love Dorsey. Her.
Love Dorsey.
yeah, but I appreciate you having me up. Listen, shout out to everybody. I love you guys. Bye, y'all.
Is
Peace.
Bye.
Man, what this was a great live. Was not expecting this. And that's the beauty of it. With that being said, I gotta definitely get to having 4 o'clock meeting, and I still didn't eat, and I've been lifting, so I got to make sure I get my protein in. With that being said, you guys enjoy this. Make sure you like it afterwards. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combined. You have the thinking class. We were talking about transformation in 2025, but this is this staying up. I'm gonna leave it up because David, you asked that. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm not gonna bring it down. Go back and listen to the replay. Listen to the first part. Because the first part, I was talking about preparing for 2025, and then listen to this part because it's great because we lay so much game, especially about being in a relationship and as content creators and things like that. I think you guys need to really hear that. We need to get out of this demonizing relationships. Mind you, are there bad people? Yes, but I think we need to stop demonizing that every relationship is going to hell. And then everybody's bad on both sides. No. So with that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams, and I am out of here. Let me drop the music I normally drop. Peace and hair grease.